Okay. Hey guys, how you doing, man? Sorry about the time crunch, but I mean, so we got your standard clarifier. So you guys this your first clarifier, right? First one?
No, just
one. Oh well, first one. And I meant understand the first one on like this plant, correct?
Correct.
Okay, deal. So like you got 5 grease. Your 5 where you on grease at? They all labeled. I think that's the most important thing on the keeping it grease and keeping it run, the maintenance on it. The maintenance on it is right here on the cover of it. 1 and 2, use that's your monthly. So that's use that's the cycle reducer in the upper bearings, and then use type A lithium base EP2 grease right here. So that'd be 1 right here, and 2 would be, they are labeled. 2 fell off. The 2 be on that side? Oh, 2 is right here.
Yeah.
3 will be it's two number 3s, and a lot of other plants, they like on the monthly ones they would put like a automatic greaser and like let it drip, you know, let it drip slowly. But for your 1s and your 2s, 3 is on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis. Number 3, that's your main bearing and your main gear. And number 3 will be, it's 2 places for number 3. Number 3 is right here, and this number 3 right here.
What's the one on this thing?
And number 3 is controlled right here by the big boy.
Is that the grease zerk right there?
Yep. No, oh, right here.
No, down here.
Oh, wrong unit. This the grease. I just looked at it.
Oh.
This one right here. This is going to be your indicator right here, your max and your minimum line right here.
That's oil, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's oil.
Okay. Yeah.
That'll be your weekly, and number 4 will be. I just seen 4 right here, and this one weekly too. That's spray oil for your plunger. So you have 1 and 2, that's your grease, and number 3 and 4 will be your weeklies as required. So and number 3 is as required. Number 4 is your spray oil weekly.
Right. Okay.
Correct. And also, I always tell people, if you spray this one, then it's good to spray this right here, because this will tend to get jammed up, and it will kind of like mess with your torque settings, because this right here control your valve, your switches. Yep. So it's good to keep this grease. Also, maintenance wise, it's good every 6 months to drain your tank, check your squeegees, check your bolts, check everything. I believe it say in the manual, I think it say once a month, maybe not once a year. But as I was taught, it's better and to do it twice a year, so every 6 months. And earlier I said this one have 5. Usually they have 5. This one have 4. So you got your 1, 2, 3 right here, and 4. And also, this can be number 5. Okay, this one is an important one. And on the switches, anything that got Westech on it, do not touch. If you touch it, it's void your warranty. So make sure you don't touch them. Keep the stickers on as is, and so warranty Westech, everything that's got Westech on it, don't touch.
Do not remove.
Do not remove. That's about it on the maintenance part, and on the operation part.
Where do you usually that gearbox? Out that valve right there.
Yep. So you talking about like the condensation?
change it every year.
Yep. You say yearly? So this one say monthly, the as required, and it suggests to check it weekly.
Oh, check it.
Check it.
Yep. So check it weekly.
So you don't have like a yearly drain the gearbox and change the oil in it or nothing?
Well, as I know, no.
Okay.
I can ask somebody about that question and get back to you, but
We can reference this specific.
and reference on the manual too. But
Does it have a sight glass or?
yes, it's a sight glass right here on the side.
Oh,
It got the max and the minimum.
okay.
Yeah.
So usually,
And the book tells us what kind of oil's in there?
yep. And right here is a good reference too. Is right here on the top of the lid. Lithium base AA, and then for B the drink constant. It says change yearly.
Yeah.
So about 3.5 gallons, and they got everything right here on the top of the lid.
Okay. Where's B?
B is the type of
In the gearbox. Okay.
yep.
Okay.
The type of oil you're gonna use, 220.
Okay. That's what we use. Okay.
So other than that, but everything as far as like the greasing, the oil can be found right here on top of the lid.
Okay.
Besides the one I told you that kind of like the sneaky one, you know, it get jammed in there every now and then.
Yeah, no, we'll take
Yeah.
care of that.
Also, on this one have an eye gauge. On the eye gauge, it's really nothing too fancy. This one to be, it kind of like tell you where you guys like how hard your machine working.
That's the torque.
Yep, the torque indicator.
Okay.
So a lot of guys, they ask me about it, like, well, what does it do? It's just like a fancy thing, just so you don't have to come down here and kind of like you can just stand right there and like glance at it and say, right now we're working at 80%. Right now we're working at 100%, depending on how much sludge you guys are having coming in.
If there's something gets
How many
bound up,
2x4s
it'll set the
were
alarm
left down in
off.
there?
Yep.
That's what those
Where?
switches are for.
Yes, sir.
Down there?
You know, beer
Oh,
cans and not beer cans.
Let me see what.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, once we're done.
Trent.
Oh, also in the future, is it if at any time that you guys that need to rotate this without electricity and by hand, instead of pushing it, how you push it and how you rotate, you can take this arm off. These 5 bolts right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can take those 5 bolts off, and then you can drop this off, this slide right off, and then you can rotate it by hand. So like I know a lot of time when sludge get lodged in and stuff like that, and that's the resort of it not working. You can kind of take that arm off, and you can kind of like move it by hand, front, back, side to side, and kind of get those hard to reach spots.
Okay.
It'll be these 5 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was looking at this
Okay.
drain plug here. Got some filter. Cool.
Any questions for myself?
Well, you said if we want to spin it by hand,
Yep.
would that, you mean spin the whole motor?
No, so it don't spin the whole motor. I was just on how we were talking about this, because we were like, they were strange how it works, because you just take that little arm off, and you would think like when you spin the whole motor will spin. No, it's just the bottom rake.
Here.
Yep, just the bottom rake will spin. So and it versus like
The tank would have to be empty though.
yep.
Yeah.
So that you use as like when you building as like right now, and then like kind of like if things happen in the future, as far as like things might get lodged in there, or you might need to work on it. So that's kind of like a good reference to, because people be like, well, how do I spin it without the power on and this, that, and that, it's a good reference. So
That's more than one person. take to do that, though, right?
No,
One guy can do that.
one guy can do that. It literally take probably 5 to 10 minutes. I believe those guys did it the last time I was here, because they was kind of sitting there rotating it by the drill. So they took the fan off and everything and rotated by the drill. I kind of made their life easier by saying that you don't need to do that. You just need to take them 5 off, and like you can kick it out of there, and then you can just go down there. You can literally push it as fast as you want to by hand, instead of just sitting right here waiting to go around for an hour, and you're waiting to go around for like an hour. But a lot of times people don't tell you guys that on smaller tanks, because it's a smaller one, because it's usually used on bigger tanks. So.
And for lubing this rod that's going in and out, I mean, is there a special grease?
No, just spray. You just spray oil. Just spray oil. Penetrate oil. Yep. And that would be the same one that you use on 4.
Okay.
So just if you spray this one, just spray that one. Cool. You know, just keep that thing. And you can see right here where it can sometimes get, you know, kind of like
oh yeah, it gets a little warm.
Yep. So it'll just keep it going. So other than that, and I mentioned the book say I believe say once a year. I suggest you guys, you know, drain it at least twice a year. Check your squeegees, check everything, see how it's running, check your bolts, and make sure you guys are good and okay.
So one last time.
Okay.
Those little plugs over here and over here, what was that for again?
So I'm sorry, I got my units messed up. I was kind of like, you know, going off memory, and that don't pertain to your mechanism.
Okay, ours is just the sight glass and fill.
Yep, y'all's are this 1, 2, sight glass, and 4.
Okay, what about this upper unit right here? There's no lubrication in this at all?
No, sir. Just as far as
the grease.
Yeah, just as far as grease. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that your fill and your sight gauge is all we have to worry about down in there.
Yes, sir. And then, you know, sometimes good. This way you guys can drain your condensation right here, or drain it out.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah. How we drop it up and down in there.
Oh, yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of flattered. I got here late. I'm thinking my mind. That one don't pertain to your
Where'd you play
mechanism.
ball at?
I played by University of Miami and then University of Utah, and I played at Cincinnati Bengals for 5 years.
Football, baseball.
Too bad you ain't there now.
Football.
Oh, really?
Yes,
what
sir.
years?
I played at Miami.
Yeah.
At University of Miami, I played 2010 to 2013. And then at Utah, I played from 2014 to 2015. And I played, got drafted, 7th round. Played with the Bengals about 4.5 years, and I played in the CFL for 2 years. I came back, played in the XFL, and then I ended up getting hurt in the XFL, and I hung my cleats up, and now I found Westech. So I played linebacker and strong safety. So I'm fairly new with Westech. Gianni Paul.
Johnny Paul.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember that.
Yep.
Too bad you ain't on the Bengals right now.
I know, man. I know.
Millie on a bonus.
I know. Woo!
Nobody wanted to play for the Bengals till now.
You know what? I swear before the season, I said, I'm going to put $1,000 because I like Joe Barrow.